First week's daily race B, then Group 3 at Cloud Mountain, and Porsche 911 GT3 Arovia. First corner, head over to the right hand side, and as you pass that last marquee on the left hand side, or where the barrier is about to switch at the red paint, that's where you're going to start lifting off. Lift off pretty early, tap the brakes if you need to, keep two wheels on the blue and white curve over here, accelerate through there, lift off a bit if you need to. Again, cut this corner but not too much, otherwise you get track limits. Try to get to the right hand side of the track over here so that you can take a wider line into the next left hander. Lift off if you need to, as you should be able to take most of that section flat. As you get to the middle of this metal barrier on the right hand side, so after it transitions, just before you enter the tunnel, that's where you're going to hit the brakes. 9 second, just put up trail braking. As you get to the middle of that apex, you can start accelerating out towards the right hand side. Just careful on the exit, you want to straighten up a bit. There's a elevation change there, so shift up into third pretty early. And as you can see, you're going to angle the car towards the left hand side, looking out for that massive boulder that juts out. Just as you get to that at this point over here, so you're going to hit the brakes, trail brake because you're turning in as well. Down into first, and you want to just use first gear to rotate a bit and get through onto the curb over here. But careful not to go too deep because there is sort of an invisible wall of sorts that you hit there. Exit in second over there, that's a bit wider than I want. You can take it a bit tighter there. Now as this curb leaves you on the left hand side, you can see it angles away, and just as you get to the end of it, angle your car straight towards the curb on the right hand side, and then just tap the brakes, tail brake into there, proper gear, accelerate out. As you enter the tunnel, just as you get to, well, basically just use the entrance, that's the easiest marker. Just trail brake, keeping it in third, and then accelerate through there. It's a bit of trial and error there, depending on how much speed you carry through as well. For the race, I might just drop into second, and I did that on the time trial as well, but keeping it in third, to get it right, you can take a bit of time on this back straight. All the way up into sixth, and as you pass that last sign on the right hand side that indicates left turn, you'll see this patch that I'm at on the right hand side. So you can see it's a bit of rock, a bit of grass, and then rock again. So as you get to this patch of rock over here, just before it ends, you're gonna hit the brakes, trail brake as you get to the yellow stuff, and then at this point, this big tree on your left hand side, that's your accelerating marker. At this point, you should be off the throttle just before you roll for like half a second or so, and then you accelerate out in second, out towards the right hand side, and then you want to take a bit of a wide line over here, so press towards the left so that you can turn it in towards the right. You can do this flat. I left it off because I got the line wrong a bit. Before you get to the crest of this hill, you want to start lifting off so that the car isn't light on the front when you braking, because it's downhill again. So just as you climbing up like almost to the crest, or you can use the van on the right hand side as an indicator, but yeah, where the apex juts out, just as you angling towards it, lift off and then start braking, trail brake into the corner, keep it in second, and accelerate out of there. As you get to this dip, as you get to those two rocks or boulders on your left hand side, as those hit the edge of your screen, and just before the dark patch of the dip over here, you're going to hit the brakes, trail brake again, down into second, and just roll bit through the apex, and then pick up, and you can accelerate out of there. Last corner, or the last major braking zone, I was using this patch of moss on the wall on the right hand side as a braking indicator, or you can see there's a blank barrier on the left hand side just before the Sparko ones. Just as you get to this point, brake in a straight line, trail brake as you get to the end of your braking zone, and you want to drop it into first for some extra rotation, roll through that first part, accelerate a bit, and then I like to actually not lift off completely, keep it partial throttle, but lift off, short shifting to second, and then just keep it partial throttle through this whole section. As you pass the curve on the right hand side, you can accelerate out of there. Good left, stick towards the left hand side of the line for 1.6 on this one.